Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome for another edition of Let's Go Eevee. I probably uploaded as an episode despite not being a true episode. Mostly because I spent like 40 minutes just like going around from Mount Moon, hunting for moonstones. And I mean, we did a few other things along the way that didn't really fit into grinding that I think would be worth showcasing. Not plot related, but interesting parts about this game that, like, it wouldn't feel right to leave out in an LP. But the last time we were doing plot, we just beat Giovanni and kicked him out. So I think now's as good a time as any to make our way back to Lavender Town. We did free that Cubone, who got captured by Team Rocket in the process. Oh yeah, I probably should at least switch Jenna Girl out of her cave hunting gear. We did have a specific set of accessories for Jenna Girl while we were hunting for moonstones. And I think as part of that, it's time to say goodbye to the Diglett hat. I wonder if I should switch the formal wear because we're going to the funeral again. But we won't really be in there for that long. So that's Cubone's mom. That's right. Team Rocket keeps going after Marowak so they can sell those skulls that they wear for profit. I think Cubone's still looking for her mother even though she's gone. I just can't forgive Team Rocket. Me neither. I saw Cubone heading into the tower a little while ago too. I'll go look for it. And I'll keep an eye out for that Mr. Fuji too. The one who's been missing. Thanks for the blot reboot. I don't really like ghosts, but I gotta do this. Yeah, I mean, like, I gotta give... you got most of that, right? Sure, I got nothing better to do. And I'm kinda, like, curious what that Cubone's been up to ever since we got it back from the Silph place and all. Alright, so it's been a little bit, so you might not remember, but we have actually been through Mount Moon, or through this Pokemon Tower before. There was eventually a point where we had to stop. And I did skip some items along the way, so I'm probably going to be going back for them a little bit. Where are all the items? Oh yeah, I think like the guilds start on the second floor. Actually, did I really skip over the coach trainer? Do I build them now? Yeah. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget on the way back down. So let's just get them out. I've still said that we can't take Koopalele out of her Pokeball. I mean, we can register her as such, but we can't ride on her until we get the ability to surface across water. I guess I'll bring Glisshiss back out here. Oof. Almost forgot to do a backup recording. Better late than never, I suppose. Alrighty. What will be this coach trainer's gimmick? Geodude. I mean, like I should have realized. Oh, that, yeah, I did swap. In the game Balea, you know, the Pokemon that doesn't really have any good moves against a Geodude. Gambalea has no good moves against a Geodude. Rock Slide, just solid rock damage, or there has to be a gimmick. She probably just doesn't have the ace out of her sleeve quite yet. Way to go, Gambalea. Way to use that electric type move on a ground type. I mean, this is what we get into. This is the contract you sign when you bring Gambalea out on field. Oh, I see your gimmick now. You like to flinch hack. Joy. Ugh. Let's just... I would say let's get... let's get this done over with. It's a little scary to bring Hoopalele out when it's just spamming Rock Slide, but Hoopalele's fast, Hoopalele's strong, Hoopalele's over level, and Hoopalele has a move that is 4 times effective against the Geodude that still somehow outsped me and got the exact thing I was fearing. I mean, nevertheless, we got no flinch, so still done and over with. I mean, it's a coach trainer. They have to be a little tougher than the rest of the bunch. I just don't want to, like, go all the way back down the hill. And we got more Eevee candies, just after I finally got around to using the old ones. You really think there's ghosts here? Personally, canny? If you value your life, do not look behind you. What is that? Oh yeah, when we were hanging out with Giovanni, we got the Silph Scope from him. Like, I think it's kind of interesting the way they kind of changed the narrative a tiny bit. That he like literally gives it to you as a gift. Like, one, he expresses that like he has 0 use for it. Oh, poor Ghastly, just stuck on the stairway. Let me help you out there. As I was saying, I find it really interesting that they like one express that they kind of like add a little bit more competency to Team Rocket, because I can see it being interpreted both ways. One, either just most people thinking that Team Rockets are bad guys. Why would they just give a random item to a child? It makes more sense when he just took it away. Well, I mean, one, it like gets a little more compensating to Team Rocket because they're just not like dropping stuff and leaving it all over there. Hence the lift key, dude. Should I fight the Chandlers along the way? I really don't want to, but I mean, it's basically cleanup time here. So yeah, give a little more competency to Giovanni and Rockets by having him give you the Silph Scope instead of just like you take and leave it behind. Also, I think like I feel like Game Freak watched Twitch play Pokemon and saw how that mess went down, and they're like, yeah, we have to script. If they can do it, then a child could easily do it. We have to make this a scripted event so no one just walks away and uses an escape rope right next to the item. Or worse, just for some reason ignores it altogether and just walks out of the place completely. I don't know what a Golbat is doing underneath a Silph Scope. Golbat, you are not a ghost. I mean, finding Cubones in here was a bit of a stretch under the guise of the Silph Scope, because the Cubones aren't dead, and yet you can only see them once you actually use a Silph Scope in the area. So I don't know what the deal is. Golbats kind of take the cake though, because it's not even. Cubone at least fits the theme because it's a place where Pokemon are departed, and they just talked about like how Marowak and Pokemon that are Cubone's mothers like die, and like a lot of Cubones are just like orphans in that. I think it's like even the Japanese name of Cubone, like the Japanese name or something translates to literally orphan, which is pretty depressing. But yeah, point being, like, that at least kind of makes sense because it fits it. And I mean, I guess you could argue it's a dark, eerie place. Of course, there'd be bats hanging around here. It just doesn't fit as much as Cubone. And where were you when I was, like, trying to engage in the battle with you a little bit earlier? And I think we can, like, finally backpedal back to Team Rocket. So, the whole self-respect thing, like, one, as I was beginning to say, Giovanni expresses no interest in it from the beginning. Like, Team Rocket only has it because they're just trying to prove to Giovanni that the Silph Co is worth looking more into. Maybe we'll see more about that in the future. Foreshadow. But it also kind of like the fact that he has no interest in it kind of like demeans the fact that it's not helping Team Rocket at all. And also like gives a part of Giovanni that I personally like that apparently not everyone else sees. It's just the fact that like even though he's a mafia boss, he kind of has a little bit of chivalry to him that you don't really see in the main series games until literally the very end of the game. It's just adding a couple extra sprinkles about it here and there kind of helps like flesh him out more of a character, not just like I'm a game boss, this is gonna take over the world with money. I mean, like, it feels kind of weird just fighting all these trainers now. But at least I don't have to worry about it being a waste of time, because now Glycis can just, like, crunch every one of these ghastlies, and not have to worry about taking too much damage for it all. Which is good, because Glycis was kind of getting under leveled, so any opportunity to, like, help Glycis get caught back up is great. And I'm kind of hoping we find a healing circle soon, because, I mean, I know I'm not too worried now, because Gambalea was more on the higher side of levels. But it would be nice to, like, get a little experience along the way, because she may not be the lowest level Pokemon, but she wasn't exactly the highest level Pokemon either. So, crossing my fingers we actually get to do something with that soon enough. And another one bites the dust. If I'm getting like 1,000 yen, Pokecoins, whatever you want to call it, from each one of these, then I'll take it. Wow, I really just breezed through the top. Really just breezed through this place, not smelling any of the roses along the way, even if they're just like, the roses are super eerie. Excuse me. Yeah, that burp, I refuse to let that burp get in the recording. Sorry for the pause. I'm kind of wondering like how the other Pokemon friendship syncs too, because I'm pretty sure Jen and Girl's not the only one that just like shrugged off paralyzation out of the blue or something. But you can't like play with your Pokemon the way you can the other ones. Is it literally just determined by how long they are out of the Pokeball net? Because that's the only thing I can theorize, and I know that this information is definitely out there, but I never really, like, bothered to look into that sort of stuff. So, I mean, if we can find out along the way how it works, all the better in my humble opinion. Finally, the healing circle. Fought a couple extra more trainers than I would have liked. But at least we got it now. Thanks, game. Just in time for us to fight some more trainers and actually get Gambalea in on some of the EXP too. I could have sworn I had a thought, but I'll bet I kind of blanked out on it. Oh, I forgot that Gambalea was out in the front. Well, I did say I wanted to get Gambalea some experience. Guess who's going to be visiting that purification circle very soon, like immediately after this battle. Hopefully it worked. I mean, like, I accidentally triggered it twice in a row, so I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. And I also don't regret going the boring route, because I just want to get Gambalea out of here and get Glycis the experience that they really need. Also, like, shoutouts to Clefairy for actually being a Gen 1 fairy type. I can't wait until we get to the point in the game where she can really break it. Like, Psychic types in Gen 1 sort of break. And, you know what? I should have done it in between the last recording session and this one. But it probably would be a good idea to like look into how many more moves Gambalea needs to learn, or how the rest of Gambalea's move pool. Because we did get that Moonstone in between episodes. I was half tempted to say last time, and I wasn't quite sure if that'd be the case or not. I still have to decide in editing. But, like, I mean, if Gambalea's not going to learn any more moves, if Gambalea's move pool as we have it now is basically final, then there's no reason not to use the Moonstone on it. It'll give it extra stats boost, and maybe, like, we won't regret using Metronome as often. Alright, let's just... Time to test how precise the healing circle is. Yep. I kinda had a feeling it'd be the case after the last time, but... Alright. Gambalea, yeah, you're way higher in level than everyone else. That last battle alone kind of puts you in the big boy league. You know what? A lot of these ghosts... I have ghosts out to, like, use Crunch on all the Dicklets and that, but a lot of them are also using Sleep because, like, the only ghost type in this game is also part Poison. I'm kind of hoping that I can just, like, dig my way through everything. It's not quite as fast as, like, crunching, but I really am trying to take advantage of this opportunity to get all of our more lower level Pokemon the experience they need to get caught back up. Oof. Like this level 32 Haunter. Like my Pokemon are already starting to get under level. Yikes. Am I really gonna backtrack again after just healing? Thank goodness for not using Sucker Punch. Please one hit KO. Thank you. It's a little embarrassing when your best trait is being fast and you still get outsped. I can't be too harsh because like that Pokemon's literally like 3 levels higher. And it's technically evolved form. Ah, dang it. Ugh, I have exactly 32 health. If it does Nightshade again, then, oh, but I also have Sucker Punch. I actually forgot about that. You know, I could have just been using Sucker Punch and I wouldn't have taken any damage from this fight and not be tempted to go back and heal so soon. Let's just keep doing it. I was a little worried that it would survive and then like Nightshade me, but it worked well the first time. Let's try it again. Famous last words. How about no? I mean, you're both level 29, so I don't care who gets the EXP as long as there's one of you two getting the EXP. I'm kind of wondering if I should have went out of my way to fight more of these trainers as we were making our way up to the top. Really? Really? The problem is, like, I couldn't even, like, Sucker Punch it. And then we might like it probably has Dream Eater. Thank you, Glittis! Thanks for getting rid of my problem so I wouldn't be sad. Please live. Please, what, Oko? Dang it. Ugh. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna use my item. That's what they're for. I'm definitely the type of person that just like goes... How far away is it? I'm definitely the person that just like, when there's a healing spot within a certain distance away, that I just like go back every single time for it. Just make it end. Thank you. I'll forgive you for that, like, terrible play earlier with the metronome. Just for breaking away so quickly. Alright, so at least something of value happened from that battle. And yeah, we're right at the entrance. I'm gonna just go heal real quick. Do 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 do. Oh, you know what? I guess I'm gonna leave this in after all. Almost missed out on this item completely. And it's a pretty good selling item too. Up we go. Alright, I had to fight you because it was a scripted path. Here we are. Took a little longer than we thought, but we're at the point. I think this is like my, if not my favorite, then like second favorite scene in this entire game. No, I take it back. This is definitely my favorite scene in this entire game. This one's even bigger than the last one. Use that thing you used last time. Yeah, they pull out the full CGI on it and everything. Here it comes. The true form of the ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calm, returned to his kind and gentle nature. It departed into the afterlife and disappeared. Cubone, you came here because you wanted to see your mom again, huh? Sorry for thinking your mom was so scary. I don't want to leave Cubone alone like this. I'm gonna take it home. Oh, there's someone named Fuji upstairs. Do you think if you could see him home too? I'll be fine. I'm with Cubone now, after all. You've gotten pretty gutsy, haven't you? What, you rescued Cubone from Team Rocket? Where did he go get that strong? Right. Well, I guess I'll leave this up to you. Ooh. I don't know if I even got the right words for this right now. Just... That's where all the heart in this game went, in that one particular scene. I mean, okay, that seemed a little too mean to say at the time. And I would talk more about it, but we're already getting... Hello! Stop it right there! We're gonna be first! With this specter out of the way, we can finally get to the top. You, the old geezer they call Mr. Fuji, right? You're gonna be repeating your Pokemon research for the glory of Team Rocket. Ignore us all you like. We're used to it. We won't take no for an answer. You'll help the boss whether you want to or not. Grams here thinks he can resist, so we're setting him straight. Oh shit, I should have realized that was a save point. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I don't think I'm fully healed, but I'm close. I should be close enough. And we're stronger than last time too. Alright. Plus, at least one of my two leads are exactly what I want them to be. While I'm here, I'm gonna like try to take advantage of super effective damage to get that out of the way. Weezing's gonna be a bit more of a trouble, and I know we're gonna be in the long haul a bit more with Weezing, so I'm just gonna take care of that first. Or like cripple it earlier on. Well, this is well played. And I think I'm about ready to get Glissus out of here. I just know the beauty of just like how synchronized our two Arboks are. Unfortunately, I don't really know there's much I could... I guess we could like flinch. We could be super mean and flinch. Hack it. Like use flinching and paralyzation. I'm feeling a little nasty today. But then again, I guess the karma just comes back around tenfold. It's not too bad. I should have expected it to be that way. I would dig again, but I don't know. That takes 2 turns. It got me paralyzed. I'm gonna chance an attack this time. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna do to the wheezing that I've been doing before. Aha! Called your bluff. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough. Ah, shoot. And I think I really need to glitch this out of here. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna get a chance to, though. Oh, poor Glissis. I'm sorry. I should have fought more. I should have got you out of there sooner. Well, at least now we can bring Hoopalele in here. You know what? Sucker Punch again. I'll heal off the paralyzation next turn. Or at least after I see how much this does. Weezing's more physically based than special based, but my special attack on the Gyarados is bad. How bad? Like, I'm definitely overthinking it, but I'm already getting the screen. It's like half the physical. My physical attack's like double the special attack. This probably won't do too much. But I also just realized that it's pretty much... I think Waterfall can flinch. I feel like there's some games that can and some games that can't. But if this is one of those games that it can, then I'm basically just doing what I was doing with Arbok, except with a little bit more power behind it. Yeah, being all the super mean and nasty today. You know, it's a 2-turn attack. I might get paralyzed while I'm underground and completely waste my time if I go for the dig. The Waterfall did a heavy amount of damage, so shoot, like freaking Waterfall almost finished the job right there and then. All that said, though, we're pretty much done with the Pokemon Tower now. Nice. What do you want, Yorgret? What I want? All I want is just to progress for the video game, Madame Human. Looks like Operation Stealthily Kidnap Fuji's a bust done. Don't you think I know that? It'll be fine. We just have to help out with this Silph takeover thing in Saffron City. Looks like we're blasting off again. No. Better heal, because they're giving us a chance to do so. Just kidding. They're not gonna pull that sort of plot twist on us about Mr. Fuji being evil all this time. Low. Easy jab at Team Rocket I can make, but I think I'll let it go. Yeah. Marowak has moved on. I think I'm a little bit better at finding the words. Like, they've definitely made this scene a lot more emotional. Like, this is the most emotional that Pokemon Tower has been out of any iteration of the Kanto games. Just with that cutscene alone. Yeah, part of the cutscene, but like it also just adds so much more depth to Procrastinati. It makes the whole scene with the Ghost of Marowak more significant. Like in other games, you fight it to put it to rest, which isn't bad. But I just like I feel like this has a lot more impact. And I wouldn't mind if this was a main series game and you still had to fight it, but still had that scene in the end. And it kind of just adds on to I forget what Procrastinati's name would be if I wasn't a terrible namer. But kind of it differentiates him from the rivals from the other Kanto games. And this is a different story than the other Kanto games. Oh, speaking a little... But she got caught. Caught, in quotes, as we, like, just saw her goals in the afterlife. I mean, let's be honest, they probably did catch Cubone's mom and then kill her. I did heal, right? That's the whole reason I was at this place, right? Yeah, I don't know why I had doubts. So, I think we got the for some reason I already forgot if we got the Poke Flute. But that's like the next thing that we need to do to actually like progress through our adventure. I mean, we could follow what Team Rocket was up to and go to Silph if we want. But honestly, like ever since we unlocked Saffron City, our freedom to explore has really has increased, and we can go through these in any order that we like. That said, there it is, the Poke Flute. A flute that can play a beautiful tone that wakes up a sleeping Pokemon. A fun thing that I don't think you can do anymore, I forget if they took it out in the Gen 3 remakes, or if it's the first time they did it, but originally the Poke Flute was an item in your inventory. And you could use it, in the Gen 1 games at least, you could use it as an item to... You can use it as an item to heal off sleep, and with unlimited use. So it's a really useful item to have, just because, like, sure, Full Heals got rid of everything, but these items, the Poke Flute, was unlimited. So I'm just gonna sell some items and then off this part. Thank you all for tuning in for some more Let's Go Eevee. And hopefully we get to see it for next time. How much is this polished blood ball that our Eevee found for us worth? 600 coins. I mean, eventually I'll get bored of it, but it's a sentimental gift from our partner. It just doesn't feel quite right just to sell it off, especially for that low of a price. Until we meet again, take care.